So let's figure out where we're going, and then we'll figure out what we need to buy. Actually, could do another low-level run. We just unlocked a boss, but we don't like the tough ring, so maybe we hold off on that. I kind of like the sharpening sheath. More busts, not excited about. Interesting. I don't think I like the extra damage, but I don't think I want to get rid of the crit. Oh, here we go. We get deeds. We get to get some extra accuracy and damage and stuff with low torchlight. The extra stress sucks, but so it looks like we will be doing a veteran run. I don't know. See, the necromancer, if I recall, keeps summoning ads. So what kind of team do we want for that? Probably a high blight team. Something like this. Like, that's not the order, just as far as people go. Might be helpful to bring a healer in. And a frontliner. The problem being that if this team receives too much stress right now while going for this one, could be in trouble heading up there. But it should be fine. Let's go ahead and get them set up, ready to go. Yeah, we still can't afford anything there. Okay, what skills do we want you to have in the front row? Not flashbang. So finish him, uppercut. Come hither, collect bounty. We really don't send this guy with anybody who's good at marking people, do we? We need to alter that at some point. You just level up everything. Might all come in handy, depending on how the run's going. Yeah, your poison darts, we don't utilize them much, but that's a pretty nasty blight. Thrown dagger. Flashing daggers. Pick to the face. He has some movement stuff, right? Lunge. Oh, that's a pretty good buff as well. Didn't you have something that allowed you to move backwards, I thought? Oh, Shadow Fade, which we stopped using. Okay. Yep. Wrong person. And your back row stuff. All looks good. Let's buy you guys some gear. Your fine axe becomes a professional's axe. Your reinforced leathers become scale and leathers. Your aggressive mutation is a malignant mutation. And your steel chains become hell-forged chains. Your balanced pick and knives become exceptional pick and knives. Your fine jacket becomes a formal jacket. Your stalwart mace is now the gilded mace. Your fine cloth hammered plate are silk robes and hardened plate. Yeah, buying their gear at those levels gets expensive. This also allows us to leave our Plague Doctor back to possibly gain 1 experience point. It's actually what I'd prefer. I don't want him to be 1 away from level 5. Or we could just take him in. Nah, it's fine. This'll work. I hope. We also have trinkets to look at. Also, let me just double check. That would cause me stress. Yeah, our more stressed people are off getting taken care of. Should I try worrying about diseases? And not yet. Eventually. Okay. Trinkets. For you. Sort by class restriction. +1 speed, +4 dodge, just no downside. Let's say why not. And then for you, we don't have anything special. Just give you one of those, so you can have something on you. For you, you might get some benefit out of extra damage against blighted people. For you, I think we go Chirurgeon's Charm. That leaves everybody with a spot open to put in extra stuff. And it'll be our 2nd time doing a veteran dungeon, but this time we'll be in the Warrens. And let's hope it goes well. Not fully outfitted with trinkets. Okay. So they do recommend you have full complement of trinkets on. We'll still embark though. We need 2 stacks. All the food we can carry. I don't think the Warrens needed too many shovels. I can't remember. 3 should be fine. If I recall, we want like a full stack of medicinal herbs here. Yeah, we don't have room to carry too much extra stuff. That should be fine. I hope. Tunnels are often blocked by piled stones and bodies. It's dirty work to remove by hand. Okay, maybe I should have brought more shovels. Maybe the Warrens is the one that needed a bunch of them.
The swine draw power from their horrid markings and crude idols. Tear them down.
No, false idols. Well, let's just go ahead and start you off with the stun.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
And we'll have you kind of AoE down the middle. Have you AoE down the middle. You don't have AoE, but you should be able to maybe put this guy away. With the blight,
Great
yeah.
is the weapon that cuts on its own. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
So much blood. Give him a little bit of a heal, since those bloods kind of stacked up a bit. Nice dodge. Oh, he's gonna be dead to his blight.
The wounds of war can be healed.
I meant to do the targeted heal, but
never
that works.
hidden.
And let's continue on. Now, I can't remember exactly what to do with this one. Looks like we tried using just about everything. Wheeled Adventurer. Minus 20% stress in the wheeled. You have like nothing but good stuff. Pretty soon we're gonna have to figure out how or which perks that we want to lock in and which ones to get rid of. That's gonna get expensive. That'll probably be reserved for people who've made it pretty far though. Still no scouting, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, that's something we need a bandage for. And since we're already getting close to a point where we need to get rid of stuff, we can hold off for a minute. Just remember bandage. Hunger check. That opens up A slots.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Now we're already down 2 shovels. I remember that being something good to get rid of bad quirks. Some of you guys don't even have bad... Wait, is she the only one with bad quirks? Yeah, I think that was a torch. Gets rid of a bad quirk. Automatophobia. I'm not sure which one that is, but we'll get rid of it nonetheless. Your 100% is probably our best bets.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Okay, now we will probably light this guy in the back. We'll just have you do an uppercut to this guy, make him useless. Have you make this guy useless. Or not. And Beast Bile.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Now, probably finish him on you. Or not. Definitely have you thrown dagger this guy. He'll be dead with blight.
Slowly.
Wow, he was taking
Gently.
7 blight damage.
This is how a life is taken.
This guy's blight got scary.
Well struck.
And now we'll have you thrown dagger this one.
As the fiend falls, A faint hope blossoms.
Probably have you manacles him. Then a nice little collect bounty on. Well, that's probably overkill, but might as well overkill.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
As opposed to underkilling. It's probably time to start spreading the
The
heals.
wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Now, actually, pick to the face would be good because he's got some protections. Still get a minimum roll, of course. Okay, he's got stun resist, so we'll just be-spy all this.
Precision and power.
Another. Actually, now your targeted heals are probably better. I think collect bounty has higher modifiers and such. Just throw you another pick to the face. Another collect bounty.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, this time we definitely want heirlooms. I think we get rid of the anti-venom first. Let's say that looks pretty good. Now, we should check that path because there could be a curio there. A quest curio to be more specific. There isn't, but that's fine. Go ahead and turn off the
Darkness
torch.
closes in,
Grab these
haunting the hearts
loots.
of men.
Because I don't want to back up, we'll just go this way. Hopefully we won't get faced with another hunger check too soon. Hopefully we can find some food in these things.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
We don't actually have room for any of that. I wish I knew if I had to bring journal pages, or if just reading them is enough to unlock them. So use the torch.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Just for this extra little step here. Now we'll put out the torch.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Let's see what's in here. Another journal page. We'll use the firewood. Oh, I can't use it yet. Crap. Okay, blood-soaked pages from the Torn Journal 6 of 6. That's Journal Darius Highwayman 1 of 6. So they are different ones. It's a shame I can't use that right now from this menu. Guess it doesn't work from loot menus. Guess we get rid of the emerald for now. We already had a decent money run recently. It's not our main focus. Now we'll camp.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
That opens up a few slots. Let's raise our scouting chance. Let's prevent nighttime ambush. Let's raise our scouting chance even more. Oh, so the grave robber can remove diseases. That's the other one that can do it. And let's just give... I don't know who needs accuracy and dodge more. Give it to the grave robber. Why not? And we'll rest.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, we'll have you kind of AoE down the middle. Since we're selling the stealth there. Might as well heal up some of that damage we just took. You can AoE down the middle. Collect bounty against this guy. He should be dead before he can act.
A death by inches.
Might as well just pick to face him. Remove some of your stress.
Sedated.
Let's go ahead and have you deal damage while healing yourself.
Obliterated.
Nice crit on the guy who's practically dead anyway. It wasn't quite, which is why we did it.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Here we go. Probably not coming back this way if we can avoid it. So we'll just loot now. Target in the back is priority number 1. Oh, your dazzling light can't reach. That won't be enough to deal anything. Well then. Maybe small change to the priorities. Okay, not too bad. Have you just kind of
Their
AoE down the
formation
middle?
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Now maybe him being in front was worse. I can't remember.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Owie. He's dead to blight. But still want to kill this guy. Just throw some more blight out. Okay, he's He's definitely dead. Now, actually, poison darts here. Just put some blight on. He's good at resisting everything, apparently. Some AoE heals. Give him a little stun-a-rooney. Now let's try to put blight on him for real this time. There we go. And thrown dagger now should work pretty well.
A singular strike.
In fact, he is dead now. So let's try to get a heal from our Vestal. Sure. You who had nothing to do. Like no health to heal, no stress to heal.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay, now I feel bad for the other emerald we got rid of. At this point, it would have been better to get rid of the onyxes. But you really can't know ahead of time. Got our scouting. We should have lots of scouting now with the 2 camping skills we used. Finally start getting rid of some of these axes. So technically there's no reason to go down there yet. In fact, those are the last 2 quest locations. We can come back here. Thanks for dodging that. Took me just a second longer to realize that there's a trap there than I needed to. Oh. I think he had a buff against bigger enemies. We might have needed that here. We actually don't know anything about the Slobbering Ghoul. Well, we don't know anything about either of them. Oh, they got some resistances too. Try to AoE down both of them at the same time. By attacking the middle. Thank you for dodging that. That didn't look nice. Continue that.
Masterfully executed.
Maybe it's time for you to do some AoE heals. Man, that abomination, his healing receipt must be buffed up somehow. Because he's definitely been getting taken care of in that regard. Since his blight was stacking up pretty good, I was figuring we'd kind of... Oh.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
That was all bad news. Let's try again to stun you. And we moved you. Success. Doesn't matter because that one's dying to blight. Actually, now we have nothing to do against it. Sure, why not?
Their cursed champion falls.
There's a
A
good crit.
victory. Perhaps the turning point.
So laudanum might start becoming a thing now since we're seeing more horror buffs. Do we have holy water? We do not. No, let's ignore that for the moment. Well, there's some good scouting. Use another one of these pickaxes. He almost got me again while I was busy looking at the torchlight. Stack some blight on this hulking swine tar. He looks pretty dangerous. Got a little come hither on you. I don't know if the swine tar in the back is better or worse. But maybe making a protective barrier in front of us is the right move. I don't know. Stack some more blight on him. Okay, he moves all the way to the front. Now there's some thrown daggers on him. Since that does more damage against blighted enemies. With these bile, just spread around more blight. Maybe a little targeted heal against him. That's a big heal. Okay, so him in the back is actually worse than him in the front.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Some more thrown dagger. Maybe get him hurting pretty good. Maybe kill him just due to blight damage.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Yeah, that should finish him off right there. Yep.
Diminished.
And continuing thrown dagger. Extra damage against blighted enemies. AoE heal. Everyone can use a bit.
Sedated.
Now just have you bounty on this guy. And he's dead to blight. All works out in the end.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Now this said curio, but that's more like a loot. Pretty sure that required medicinal herbs, and it gives us a bunch of food. Let's hold off on that for a minute. Books are a big no-no.
The light, the promise of safety.
This should be last used for a pickaxe location. Perfect. And now we have everything scouted. We'll continue adventuring. I think it's actually time.
And now, the darkness holds dominion. black as death.
To turn out the lights and go for some extra loots.
Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Just trying to keep things a little bit organized here. Actually, we didn't end up needing a single key so far. We're also running out of places to use shovels.
Impressive.
Okay, he can use that pretty much anywhere. Not going quite as well as I would have hoped. Admittedly. Yeah, the back row is a weakness of ours. It is now being exploited. His blight resist isn't that high. I don't know why.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Owie. Okay, things went from bad to worse as soon as we turned out the torch.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. Weakened. The ground quakes.
Crit would have been perfect there. That's fine.
A decisive pummeling.
When other people crits, it sometimes helps him out, but that horror, I think, is going to push him over. Oh, he's dead.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Guess we do get rid of the emerald again. And technically, we're not even there with the onyx yet, although I know we could be pretty easily. Okay. Oh, we weren't quite done in that room. Now we have a new battle. I think this is damage buff. We don't have the item that activate it. Oh no. Oh no. Powerful.
Anger is power. Unleash it.
Funny, we gave the one with the extra virtue chance to him. That's helpful. Okay. Not quite what I meant to do. Wanted to go up to the table.
A star spawned horror.
Oh, this was super bad last time. Okay, blight resist sucks, so let's use that. You can AoE heal us real quick. You can You have a 10% chance of stunning him, so let's not do that. Yeah, you're gonna have a heart attack anyway, so what's the worst that can happen? The answer is we know the worst that can happen.
And fury.
So we all
More
die.
destructive than 100 cannons. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
I didn't like that dodge, quite honest with you. I am weary of your whining. You got abusive, okay. Yeah, you guys have some really high dodge. This uppercut has the most accuracy. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. We'll just collect bounty on him.
Decimated.
We're not going to be stacking up nearly as much light this way, but... pathetic. Yep, AoE heals around the board. Get us home and I'll share out some of my filthy liquor. He has 0 blight resistance, which is good. Just continue trying to target him down, focus him down. Have you do some AoE heals.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Okay, stress is becoming a big deal. Those little guys are no joke for damage. Buffing our damage is good.
A powerful blow.
And maybe we'll just have you start raking like crazy, buffing up your rake damage.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Honestly, we just need to stack on more damage there.
Compassion is a rarity.
Probably gonna lose the bounty hunter.
Pitch of battle.
And there it is.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Ouch.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
You've seen how I do it,
Or
then you try.
cowardice.
Okay, it's dead on its next turn. So, heal.
Soothed. Sedated.
My thread winds on. And let's have you transform to unstress everybody else. Actually, no, you're in the front now, so you couldn't do anything. Well, an absolution, I think.
The space between worlds is no place for mortal men.
Oh, we have to kill the little guys too. Did not account for that. Are we going to be stuck with him in the front again, able to do nothing? Let's go for the higher protection one, since you're picked to the face. Destroys it. Yeah, you can't transform again. Call down the flame yourself. It heeds me no longer.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
Heart attack. Oh boy. We lost our vessel too.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Well, we got an Ancestor's Tentacle Idol, plus 20% virtue chance, plus 8 death blow resist. That could have came in handy earlier. I don't think we're hanging out. Yeah, I think that works. So, we were hoping to improve 2 people. Well, hoping to improve 4 people and ended up losing everybody. Half
And of their writings, the swine will grow ever more ignorant. If such a thing were possible.
Well, we have some new rookies that we can add. Or space for new rookies. Plus 15% damage in the cove, replace Night Owl. Very well.
The twisting tunnels no longer exhale the toxic stench of degeneracy.
So, these 4 embarked to settle a score with the swine, tearing down their shrines in the Warrens. 2 of them succeeded, the other 2 met their final fate during the quest. Perroy is now level 4, and yep, he did only gain 1 experience point. So he's sitting right on that threshold. Harriet, prayed and recovered 55 stress. Watered, engaged in flagellation, recovered 65 stress. And Petramol, engaged in pleasures of the flesh and recovered 65 stress. Is no longer fearful. Very nice. We've got some other stress heals to do now. Let's unequip all trinkets. So those shamblers are worth it. They're just tough. Yeah, like that's a super rarity. Ancestral. Oh boy, let's pull people off. Champion level. And they have some very rare trinkets. But it's like a different, oh no, okay. It was just the redness around the actual martyr seal made it look like it was a different border. Plus 60% damage at death sword, plus 14% crit, plus 12% death blow resist, plus 15% max HP. That's a flagellant item if I've ever heard it, since we know they like being at death's door. If only we could do a champion run. Like, that seems like a super good item. But obviously, we're not doing that. Let's see if we can't replace those 2 people we just lost. Nope. None of these are new. That's technically one of our 2 healers that we went down. Yeah, look how long it had been since we lost people. Like the flagellant we lost because we didn't quite understand how he worked. We still don't really. He's just a weird one. But bam, we'd been doing pretty good for a bit. Oh, and the level of their gravestone, I think, depicts the level they were when they died. Okay, stress heals. Do you guys have any specific things? You have nothing negative, nothing positive. Nope. Nope. So let's pop you in whatever. It costs you guys the same. It's fine. Penance Hall. Go flagellate. And we'll stick you in the brothel. Just hold me for now, since that seems to do more stress heal. Can we upgrade anything? We actually only have 1 more upgrade for the guild. Good to know. I'm sure if we traded in some portraits, we could get enough deeds for this. But that's not something I want to do, so we hold off for the moment. Everybody else's stress is tolerable levels.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Yes, we're not quite there on a beautiful thing. I believe we've already read a trample journal. Yeah. I think we have all the blood-soaked pages now, so let's read those. These dark caves drip with an overabundance of humidity, beyond my threshold of comfort. I nearly broke my ankle on the rocks, made slick with some ubiquitous slime. The pools stir and slosh with no visible cause, and the shadows beyond torchlight seem to grow and shrink of their own accord. I wonder if you're talking about the cove there. My fears are confirmed. With our torch doused by an errant spray of seawater, we were ambushed. Strange, fish-like hominids ambushed us in the sudden darkness. The pitch of the torch caught quickly and glimpsed scaly appendages swinging crude weapons. Glistening and barbed, they didn't last long with their torch rekindled. Alas, one bit me on the neck before I gutted it. The wound stings and tingles strangely. Our physic told me to keep it clean and covered. The wound is starting to fester. The flesh around it is gray, flaking, and rigid, almost scale-like. As I write this, my breathing has taken on a hollow timbre and is more labored. My compatriots are laughing and tell me not to worry. It's just a salt mist in the air that pervades these caverns. They are sleeping, and I am kept from slumber by a distinct stream of whispers, as if carried by the currents and waves of the sea. I have not told them that most of my flesh is sloughed off, revealing a strange silvery membrane. I keep myself covered. They questioned me when I ate the meat raw at the campfall, and found my response difficult to understand. I suppose it would be best to explain my condition when they awaken, when they would be convinced of my urgency to leave and find aid in the hamlets. The others are gone. They were victims of a malevolent transformation. Their scales had rotted to soft, vulnerable flesh, slowly suffocating without gills. The worst was their eyes, closed set and forced to squint through fleshy slits. I shudder recalling the horrific and unclean warmth of their blood as I rinsed my talons. I nearly retched. May death grant them soft mercy. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home, back to her embrace. Indecipherable scratchings fill the remainder of the page. Oh wow. So, they had a battle. He succeeded. Took an injury though. However, he slowly started transforming and then killed his party. and became one of the sea folk. So yeah, it's not like a cove type thing. Looks like we have all of Darius' highwaymen. So let's read that. Day 1. Rare are travelers on the roads this autumn, and rather than starve, I pressed my last coin into the hand of one who dealt in rumors and shadows. Ravens carried cryptic notes that there was a person, or persons, who was pledging coin for services, best left unmentioned in a hamlet I'd never heard of. I am packing to leave immediately. Day 4. The road to this damned hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I'd never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapsed, and uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. I went swiftly to the tavern. Others with similar interests had gathered there, and I was assembled into an expedition. We leave at first light on the morrow. Day 6. As we traveled from the hamlet, an eerie dread grew. We all felt it, but did our best to shrug it off. Sleep was difficult until Raven, one of my companions, passed me a bitter concoction. The most devout of us, Therion, prayed softly for our safety. Superstitious, but well-intentioned, I suppose. I'm already falling asleep. Day 7. We tangled with some unruly louts. Raven called them cultists. They are ferocious but clumsy. Day 8. Moira has been afflicted with sickness. It must have been some rotting air from a coffin she insisted on piercing with her spade. As terrible as this place is, I know I will not fall for any trap, nor a crazed idiot. I wager my lucky coin on it. My end! I scrawl this, victim of cruel fortune, who took me up on my wager, for I have lost my lucky coin. I now lie helpless as my blood flows swiftly from my ruined body. My fingers are cold. It was no trap, nor raving cultists that sealed my fate. We were ambushed by strange, undulating shapes, 2 small entities that I cannot hope to describe, and a third, much larger beast. Poor Moira was crushed into a pulp as Therion defended her. He soon lost his arm and his wits left him. "Shambler, Shambler!" he kept shrieking, as Raven yanked him to flee. I tried to play hero, to buy them a few moments. Blew away one of the smaller monsters, last shot, then smashed into the wall, the big one. Maybe they made it out. Is that another death by Shambler? The Blackest of Fates. Some of those names sound familiar. No, Boylan, Cuthbert, Mazir, different names. Triple Journal wasn't... No, Sebastian. It's the only name we really catch out of that one. Okay. Almost have read all the journals. So I haven't looked at this much, but we'd have to probably spend some upgrades and stuff on that. Well, I guess let's plan our next trip.